Hello friends, Namaste. Today we are going to talk about CLIL, and that is Content and Language Integrated Learning. Let's start. So basically CLIL is an educational approach in which subjects are taught and learned in a language that is not the learner's first language, right? So, for example, if you are a Gujarati and your first language is Gujarati, but your target language is English, then the teacher will teach you in English only, right? So, the content and the language both you will learn through English language, through the language which is not your first language, right? So at the same time, you are learning a language as well as the content. For example, the history is a subject, and you want to learn say Hindi too. For example, Hindi is not your first language, but if you want to learn Hindi and history, so the teacher will teach you history in Hindi language, right? It means that you are learning history also, and you at the same time you are learning Hindi also. So both the purpose are being served, content and language. So this method integrates content learning with language development, allowing students to acquire knowledge of a subject while simultaneously improving their proficiency in a second or foreign language, right? So you are learning a subject also, and simultaneously means at the same time you are learning a language also. It can be a foreign language or a second language, okay? So now let's talk about key features of CLIL. So first one is it is a dual focused approach. CLIL combines both content and language objectives. So students learn the subject matter while acquiring language skills. So you will be able to learn the subject matter also, and the language skills also. Second one is language as a medium. Language is not just the goal, but also the medium through which content is delivered and understood. So that what will happen that you will be able to understand the language, the nuances of language, and the subject matter. Third one is flexibility. CLIL can be applied to any subject and any language combination, making it versatile educational approach. Say for example you want to learn a French language, and you are learning biology. So the teacher will teach you biology through in the French language, right? So both the purposes are served. Then the fourth one is cognitive challenge. It encourages higher order thinking skills such as analysis, synthesis and evaluation as students process new content in a non-native language. So what will happen that your brain will be challenged, your intellect will be challenged, and so that you will be able to analyze, synthesize and evaluate your progress or your process with the content in the non-native language, or in the language which you don't know. Fifth one is authenticity. Materials used in CLIL are often authentic and relevant, drawn from real world sources. So it is not that okay, out of a blue somewhere, out of somewhere you just have the content and you have to just learn it, but it is the material especially is an authentic material. So authenticity is also there. The second topic is benefits of CLIL. Why CLIL is necessary? How it is beneficial? First one is language development. It will enhance the linguistic competence in a second or foreign language through contextualized learning. So language development will be there. Through the contextualized learning, you will be able to understand second or foreign language. Second one is cultural awareness. Promotes intercultural understanding by exposing students to new languages and cultural contexts. Say every language carries a cultural nuances. So, whenever you are learning French, you will be at the same time you will learning France, right? Because the culture of France, the nuances of the culture of France will be there in the French language. So, cultural awareness will become more and more, or it will become increased. Third one is cognitive skills. Improves cognitive flexibility, problem solving abilities, and memory as students process information in multiple languages. So, your cognitive skills will be improved. It means that your intellect will be more and more powerful because it challenges the brain. Fourth one is motivation. Students often find learning in a second language more engaging and meaningful, increasing motivation. It will increase your motivation too, and you will become more engaging. Why? Because say the content is new, even the language is also new. So if you want to learn, you will pay more and much more attention, right? So it will motivate you. Fifth one is preparation for globalization. It equips students, means CLIL equips students with the skills needed to success in multilingual and multicultural world. Whenever you go in the world, means it is multicultural and multilingual, you will face less problems or no problems because you are well prepared for globalization. Now the next thing is principles of CLIL. How many principles are there? So 4 C's are there. The framework is all about 4 C's. So these 4 C's are content, communication, cognition, and culture. So very easy. You can write down in your notebooks right now, and you will learn by heart. So content, communication, cognition, and culture. Content, knowledge and understanding of the subject. So you will be able to know the content part of it. Say for example, history. Communication, developing the language of learning for learning and through learning. So you are developing the language. It can be a second language or a foreign language. Language of learning, for learning, and through learning. So you will be able to communicate with each other in that language which is being taught. Third one is cognition, encouraging critical thinking and creativity. So it will encourage the creativity and even the critical thinking. Fourth one is culture, promoting global citizenship and intercultural awareness. So you will be able to know their culture, others' culture, or other than your own culture, because you are having the understanding of the language. Second is scaffolding. Teachers provide language support through strategies such as visuals, graphic organizers, and simplified language, enabling students to access complex content. For example, say if you don't know Gujarati, and if I want to say that okay, if and I want you to know about say laddus, but you don't know Gujarati, so I'll show you a picture of laddu. Say for example, we don't know Bengali culture, but we have seen the say marriages or the brides. So whenever that thing that thing or their culture will introduce to us, we will be able to know that okay, this is the thing we have seen in a picture or we have seen in a movie, right? So visuals are also necessary. So teacher provides language support through strategies like visuals, graphic organizers, so simplified language. Say for example, if I say that okay, have you ever seen Rasagulla? So you will say that okay, no, we don't know what is this. So I'll say that okay, this is like a spongy little ball. It is white in color. So I'll simplify the language. I'll not say Rasagulla, but I will say that it is a simple a white little ball and that is very juicy and with a say sugar water, sugar syrup and this. So you will be able to know, right? Why? Because I have simplified the language. So teacher does that so that so that he or she can enable students to access complex content. So this was a simple example. Third one is integration of skills. CLIL emphasizes the integration of all four language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing in meaningful contexts. So these are necessary or these are say important things about the principles of CLIL. Then challenges. Of course, we have seen the advantages, so of course the challenges will be there. First one is of course teacher preparation. Obviously, teachers need proficiency in the target language. Say, for example, if I want to teach you Malayalam to you, I have to first, I should be very good or very proficient in Malayali language. Na? Then only I will be able to teach you. So the target language the teacher should be aware of the target language and he or she should be proficient in that. And training in integrating content and language effectively. So if I want to teach you chemistry through Malayalam language, I should be proficient in both Malayali language and the chemistry. Only then I'll be able to teach you. Student readiness. Learners may struggle with complex subject matter in a non-native language. So they should be firm that okay, we want to learn. Third one is resource availability. Quality teaching materials tailored for CLIL contexts can be scarce. So resources are not that much available. Fourth one is assessment difficulties. Evaluating both language and language proficiency and content knowledge simultaneously can be challenging because it happens sometimes that the student is good with language but is not good with the content or vice versa. So assessment difficulties are also there. Examples of CLIL in practice. So teaching mathematics and English or non-native English for non-native English speakers, that can be one. Conducting history lessons in French for students in a bilingual program. Third one is using environmental science topics to teach Spanish vocabulary and grammar. So these are some of the examples that can be used for or as a practice. So by concluding the point, we can say that CLIL is a dynamic and innovative teaching approach that prepares students for a multilingual, globalized world by integrating content and language learning. Despite its challenges, it has proven to be effective in fostering both academic and linguistic growth, making it a valuable method in modern education because say sometimes it happens that the group is multilingual. So you have to choose one language and it can be, say for example, here if somebody is coming from, America, and if I just teach you in Gujarati or Hindi, of course it will be difficult to them because the subject is also new and the language is also new for them. So it becomes a problem, but then also it is a valuable method in the modern education. So it was all from my side. Thank you so much.